Recording. No, we're not doing live. Not yet.
We'll do it live.
No, let's not do it live. Not yet.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Maybe if I actually have a session planned, we can do it live. But, yeah. So, Iskana was not here last time. Who wants to do the recap? You get a die of GM inspiration, gives you advantage or reroll on one roll of your choice during this game. It's not been that long, guys.
I did it last time and I'm eating, so I think somebody else should do it.
Agreed.
I will do it.
My notes aren't that detailed, so.
Let's see.
Oh, let's hear the butchering of the names.
There were bells going off, but they were dinner bells. I thought it was a war. We went to the memoriam site to investigate for break-ins. It was a big crater caused by a fireball that used to be a hospital. Elvis keeps watch over it. I tried to fit Shock through the fence as a badger, I believe. Did not work.
I was indeed a cave badger.
Yes. We went to the Sheets Tavern to listen to the townspeople, and then nothing happened there. And then we went to Elvis.
Elris.
Elvis.
Elris.
Oh, Elvis. Elris. The R's and the V's look very similar.
Okay.
Messaged Joden about the papers being all from the same person, and then we found a code that was in all the papers that was heat activated with invisible ink. It was a flower that we figured out was an oleander.
Bad. I have a big line through it.
Meant warning.
It's just like a flower, the line through it.
The raising, and then I took one of the last letter. These were letters to that one guy, Jarvis. That's not right. Just Aaron.
Darvis. Was it
God.
Darvis.
Darvis.
Yeah, it wasn't Jarvis. This isn't Iron Man.
Darvish.
Plus, that would be copyright.
Right? Yeah. Marvel has not sponsored this episode.
And then it would be Disney. Disney sponsors everything. And then it's 4 months to the centennial. And then we went to the health potion store with Granny and Amelie. And then Shot got his flirt on. And that's where we found out it was oleander. And then we went camping by the graveyard. Boom. Nailed it.
Why are we camping by the graveyard?
To see if skeletons come to life or whatever. Or somebody's trying to steal bodies or some shit.
Okay. We're trying to catch necromancers by the graveyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard necromancers.
If you want some action, you gotta go find some action.
Okay. Did it import? Oh, it imported my chat. Beautiful. So, watch 1 was okay. Watch 2. I think it was all quiet. At one point, you wake up to hear the sound of, or not wake up, but those on watch hear the sound of digging. But looking up, it's just the,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where we ended up. I rolled a 25.
Yeah.
You did.
So you would recognize this as not a necromancer, but just a graveyard worker preparing a grave for sorry, I'm getting stared at through the glass door by a cat. So you notice that it's just a graveyard worker digging a grave for a funeral that is to happen that day. There's no cloak. He's just kind of in a pair of overalls and is just, has a shovel, nothing else really around him. And is just kind of prepping this deep hole for that day.
All right, I sort of nudge Koa, show her that way.
Okay.
Grave robber.
So you might say he's working the graveyard shift.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oi.
Boo.
No, don't boo it. You're just jealous you didn't think of it.
Am I?
Otherwise, the night is quiet. I think it's one guy working, digging this hole, so I think Joden is able to see a little bit of that as well. But the night ends.
Do we?
Taryn, I think that you are either lost in memory or calculating ways to kill Iskana. I'll kind of let it be your choice on
Hey, why was I
What?
wanting to kill Iskana?
because of the spell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, I didn't know about the spell. I rolled so low, I
Yeah,
knew
but when
nothing
it
about that
ended,
spell.
you know what it is. You know you were spelled. You know you were charmed.
But no, I slept. I didn't charm. Or did I use sleep, or did I use calm
No,
No, you
emotion?
use
You
calm
calm
emotion.
emotions.
Calm emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you rolled an 8 on your perception check. That was like, what is distracting Taryn from her duties, basically?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I rolled like crap.
And I also had used what's it called? Subtle spell, so that it didn't there was no indication that I had cast.
Right. She didn't know at the time, but when the spell
Yeah.
ends,
When it wore off, she knew exactly what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
it's in the spell description. When it ends, they know they were charmed. Yeah. So what is distracting Taryn? What is going on?
Now that I got that side note of information that I didn't know about.
Well, remember two things. So it's been a couple weeks since we played. So you've got two things, I'm sure, that are on Taryn's mind right now. One is the magicking, which you're just kind of very unsure of, unliking of. And two, the fact that necromancers were mentioned today. And Iskana recognized the town of Evan and immediately put together you being the blacksmith's daughter. So there's
Was
It's-
coming to the town,
huh?
and for some reason was coming to the town to talk to me.
I don't think she said she was coming to talk to you. I think she had heard the tale and was learning. I think remind me, Iskana, what
She was going to make an effort to try to talk to her when she was in Evan,
okay.
but because she wasn't there, obviously, she kind of nodded and went on with her day after asking the blacksmith if the daughter was around.
Well, the blacksmith wasn't
Well,
there, remember?
And asked
Well,
the blacksmith.
yeah, he's dead. But
I was like,
Your dad's
"How
dead."
did you ask? I was like, how
Just
did you
because
ask
he's
him?
dead doesn't mean you
hey,
can't
hey.
answer questions.
necromancy. We've already established necromancy.
You're a necromancer? Oh shit.
Wait,
Necromancy is never happy to say goodbye. Come on now.
Mama always
necromancy
told
is
me to
never
make my
having
own
to say.
friends. So, yeah, she's kind of got a lot on her mind. What is the stressor? What is the primary stressor? Is it the reminder of her past, of her dad and Evan, and suddenly finding this stranger looking into it? Or is it the fact that someone and it was actually that same someone cast a calming magic spell on you? Like, what would keep her distracted from keeping watch?
Really just kind of everything being brought back up with the necromancers, bringing back all the memories, and then Iskana saying how, like, she was coming to Evan, and, like, what part she was playing in it, and then after the spell,
Right.
that kind of set emotions a little more on high.
Yeah.
Like, why would you spell me?
Now the spell was when you immediately met her, so it's
Yes,
been
because I wanted to
yeah.
stab a
There were a
giant.
few days between
Goliath.
the spell and then having that connection of Iskana and Evan. So, do you do anything on your shift other than just kind of ponder and think?
Just kind of, stare off into space, just lost in thought.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how everything goes together and exactly what she wants to do. Whether she wants to take the stab your face approach.
Like she usually does.
Yeah.
Did I just exit out of everything?
Yeah, did.
Or take the calm, talk it out approach, which is so not what she does.
All right. So you kind of go through your shift and you are just, it's a lot more thinking than you've done in a long time. A lot of considering and thinking of what you want to do, whether that connection means you want to stay with this group or makes you kind of want to run away from the group. It's a lot to process, and due to that, you really don't focus anything on your surroundings. Nothing really happens to you or the party, but you also don't know what happened outside of your purview. So the night ends and the sun starts rising. Do you all wake? Who's an early riser? How do you start your day? The sun is starting to peak above the horizon.
I'm such a morning person. I'm up doing push-ups and shit.
And I'm up before the sun, usually. I wake up at a brisk
That's what I
4
meant.
a.m.
Brisk 4 a.m. And then I hear Haven get
Ugh.
up, so I have to get up.
I try not to wake people, but I'm old, so when I get up, it's a lot of...
Make sure
Lot of
Grandpa
cracking.
doesn't run off.
Yeah. Someone's got to keep watch on him.
But yeah, I usually just bask in I like to see the sunrise and all that.
Yeah, I mean, Taryn
Absolutely.
took last shift, so with Joden. So I mean, she was already awake.
I'm a late sleeper.
Okay. So Shock gets up, starts stretching, and used to his sounds and movement, Koa is quickly followed and starts doing her push-ups and her calisthenics and stretches and stuff. Taryn was already up. I don't know about Bjorn, so we'll just kind of have him in the background today. So, and then Joden. So Taryn and Joden didn't have the same shift; they had separate shifts.
I thought we took it together.
No, because there were 4 shifts. So Iskana and Bjorn,
you're right.
Koa
That's
and
right.
Shock, Joden and Taryn.
Thank God it was a quiet night because I didn't pay attention.
That's why I didn't ask him, say something that Joden may have noticed with his 19, 18.
Yeah.
So Iskana is just kind of sleeping away, and Joden.
Kind of start stirring a little bit. Open up one eye, look around, then kind of open up the other eye and stretch in bed and kind of wake up easy and slow.
Okay.
Since there's nothing
He's
actively
relaxing.
going on other than people just doing morning calisthenics for whatever reason.
And Iskana sleeps through it all.
You muted?
What was that? Sorry.
I said Iskana sleeps through it all.
Yes, she sleeps through everything. Give me 1 second.
you're
I'm
fine.
chatting with Spousal.
Oh no, you're fine. So you all kind of get moving, get stretching, look around, and
Oh.
while Iskana is sleeping, do you discuss the night's activities?
What activities?
The watches.
I thought nothing happened.
I mean, yeah, we'll do our duty. We'll ask each other. But like, did you? It was a pretty quiet night. Just saw this person digging a grave. I guess somebody died or something.
Dun,
It
dun,
would-
dun. Sorry.
Sleeping. I was about to say I'm still asleep, but I was about to say, it's it'd be kind of bad if they were digging a grave for someone who wasn't dead.
That's fair.
Ooh.
But I'm asleep.
Give him time.
Yeah.
Give him time.
You never know. He could be planning for the future. He's like, someone's gonna die eventually. Better go ahead and dig this hole while I have some downtime.
Says
I've
the
got energy
oldest
now. Let me dig
member
my own grave.
Yeah.
All right. So you all discuss, and Iskana is just. What do you think? Does she snore?
No, I don't think she snores.
I don't know. I think we should roll for it. What do you guys think? Should we roll for the snore?
Yes.
Did I hear dawn break?
You only hear dawn breaking my game.
Roll
what should-
a Constitution check.
And results are
over 10, no snoring. Under 10, snoring.
and degree of snoring based off of the how low.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
So as you guys are chit-chatting, you almost think she's pretending, because it's kind of that over-exaggerated slow, and then a pause, and then quiet, and then over-exaggerated, and then quiet. But she keeps going, and she is sleeping. Is anyone gonna wake? What are you guys doing?
Did you just roll die?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, nothing popped
The
up.
the
Oh,
dice
okay.
don't roll on the screen. I didn't activate that one again. But it's in the chat.
Oh, but
Oh, but it's not even in.
Oh, no,
It's
it's
not.
in the
I don't see it in the chat either.
Maybe it's
I
private?
have it public. I have it public.
That's weird, because I can see it.
Like, hold on.
Last thing I see is Iskana. Hey,
She
40
rolled a
minutes ago.
5.
I rolled a 5.
No, that's
But
fine. It's not.
No, I'm
showing
just
up in
letting you
the-
know, like,
I don't even see it in the game log. So
That's
so
weird.
for the D&D Beyond.
Well,
Yeah.
it was rolled in. Well, did you
Oh,
roll in
okay.
D&D Beyond or Foundry?
Foundry.
Okay.
Sounded like Foundry.
That's weird.
Let's-
'Cause
Here,
I
I'll-
heard it roll. I was like, wait, what?
I mean, you're okay. It's fine. As long as she sees you, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's gonna refresh for a second.
Oh
Don't panic! Too late.
Ah!
All right, see you
Falling
guys
down
next
a
week.
cliff.
no!
Damn, that was a short game.
Good job, baby.
Okay, is it showing in the chat now? Can you guys see that?
No.
I can.
That is
I
so
am using
weird, because I can see it.
Talking
Okay.
about 3D
Says,
dice.
Happy rolling.
Well, yeah, I've got the dice rolling again because it's not coming from my computer, so it shouldn't be lagged.
Okay. I don't know why the heck I just rolled a D100, but okay.
See,
You didn't. I did.
they roll.
There it goes.
So we can seize the dice now.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay.
All right. So,
So Iskana is happily snoring away, and you all are chatting and prepping for the day. What do you wanna do?
Is anybody gonna wake Lizard Girl up?
Lizard girl.
Are you a dragon? I don't know.
It's
You would
dragon, yeah.
recognize a dragonborn,
Pretty
considering
pony,
your
pretty
mentor
little
was
pony.
one.
You can still call her
Is it a
Lizard
dragon
Girl if you want to.
Yes, dragonborn.
True.
I'll do
It
it.
looks like My Little Pony.
Aw.
I
She
don't
is
know.
a crystal dragonborn.
I know we've been over it.
Well,
I understand
that's why I'm
It was a
explaining
long
now.
time ago.
So, I like
Aw.
walk over to this really interesting looking dragonborn, and I like hello, hello, and then I like get a little closer, and then I'm about like maybe 6.5 inches away from her face now.
Yeah,
And then I'm just smiling. I'm just smiling very quietly, and I start like shaking her a little bit on the shoulder, and I'm like, "Good morning."
Mother, wake up.
Oh Lord.
Roll for
That is
initiative.
your no. That is you recognize the little soft voice of Alia or Alaya. I don't know how you want to say it.
Oh yeah.
Kind of whispering in your head, "Mother, wake up." She has a passive perception that's higher than yours. So, she's whispering in your head to wake you up.
Aw, okay. I'm going to slowly just.
So you stretch and
And then look up
yawn,
and
and
go. It's like
you open your eyes, and here's the turtle face inches from your own.
And I'm
"Please."
like, "Hey there, sunshine. Good morning."
Uh, uh, oh boy.
I
Just
I
sits there.
release I release her shoulder when she wakes up, but I don't move the distance away from her face.
Were you about to try to eat me?
I would never eat you. You're gigantic.
That's good.
Not as a turtle,
I think
anyway.
that's the one reason stopping him. She's too
The-
big.
It's definitely the current reason.
you,
Gotta
you
whittle
just
you down.
you're very lucky she didn't scream because it would have been mental. It would have been everyone getting a mental.
No dragon breath either.
Oh, we don't know that yet. Yeah.
A little bit of turtle breath, though.
Oh, morning turtle
Whoa.
breath of all
The
things.
morning turtle breath.
Don't worry, it's morning pipe breath.
Oh, that's even
Somehow,
better.
somehow
Ugh.
we're sus.
So she just kind of looks up. She's just like, "Hi, hi," in your head.
I get startled for a second, and then that backs me up just a little bit, but then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember now," and I'm like, "Wake up! Everyone's waiting on you. Don't want to be rude or nothing."
Fair enough. Thank you for the gentle wake up, sir.
And
She
then
says.
I just walk away.
She's like, oh, okay, okay. And then she searches around for Alia and gives her a good pat on the head.
She's kind of wrapped like around your neck a little bit and is giving you like little bloop, kisses.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
It's great. I love it. Okay, so she'll sit up, stretch, and then prestidigitate herself clean.
Does she have any morning routines?
Prestidigitating herself clean and presentable, pretty much.
Okay. So you all stand up and kind of glance around, and everybody roll me some perception, please.
Oh Lord.
Perp.
Perception.
Mm,
19.
I'll take 14.
Nice. Not bad. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm.
I didn't roll so good.
Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Who's pseudo dragon?
Yeah.
I had Alia clicked.
Why is she?
Oh,
It's
okay.
weird that
I
she
was
says
like,
pseudo dragon. I need to fix her.
Well,
this
she's
is
a variant,
perception
I
filter.
thought.
Yeah, but
No,
she shouldn't
yeah.
say that she is a pseudo dragon because she's not a pseudo dragon.
No, she's not.
Is she a lizard?
She's a flying snake.
Ah.
Why does this sound familiar?
because you likely saw it last time. So you all rise,
No, it sounds like
and everyone but Joden. You hear the ringing. How early is it?
Bubbles!
I'd say by now it's about 8 o'clock. So you start hearing the ringing of it's a very light tinkling reading. It's not like the dung dung that you've heard before. They are basically morning bells, mourning. And looking kind of towards the town, you watch as a long line of people are walking towards the cemetery, which now has an empty grave, and the person up front is holding this this stick that's got little bells tinkling on the end of it, and every now and then they shake it, and you just kind of hear the ding 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 ding. But yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I think there's about to be a funeral, and I do not want to be a part of said funeral, as we have no business there. Shall we move?
Sounds good to me.
Aww.
I'm going to pull Shock aside and say, I know the meat is fresh, but let's stay away from this one.
Well, I
And
want
give
to
him a little-
know what happened. Like, this could be good stuff, right? You know, if we know more about the
Oh.
person who died.
No, I meant don't eat this one because we have to investigate it.
I have never once eaten a dead body. A foot, maybe, but it was
That is-
just
That
there.
counts.
I've seen you eat an animal's foot before.
An animal's foot.
With Shock's perception and with Iskana's perception, as this, oh wow, I'm totally gonna mess myself up here, procession, after saying perception 500 times, as this procession approaches the cemetery, you can see members of the family. So you see almost 3 generations of people. Like there's an elderly woman up front, and then some older, I guess you might consider her children, and then some grandchildren. So there's like 3 or 4 generations of family that are kind of walking in this procession.
Shock, are you up for a morning investigation?
Always, boss.
I will take Shock and head on down to join the procession proceeding to the.
With a respectable distance.
Well, as you're watching this, you watch as people from the town like leave their homes and join in the procession. So it's not like this is family only. It's kind of a community thing. So as they're walking, the procession, I mean the group, it gets larger and larger as they're walking towards the cemetery. So
I'll join the procession too.
you wouldn't be, from what you could tell, you wouldn't be what's the word I'm looking for?
Interrupting.
Intruding.
Yeah,
Intruding.
exactly. All of the above. Interrupting, encroaching, intruding, all of those. You wouldn't be any of them. Yeah, I couldn't think of any of those words. See? I'm doing great.
We are your dictionary.
I appreciate it. So yeah, if you join the procession, you are kind of given nods by other townsfolk, kind of in welcome and respect, and everybody's faces are pretty solemn. Towards the back of the line, they're not, you could tell the further back you go, the less close to the family they are. There's no tears. It's more like a solemn of respect as they're heading towards the cemetery. But yeah, anyone that wants to join the procession can do so, and then those that are heading into town, just let me know that you are doing so we can know who is where.
Taryn's gonna go into town after watching the funeral or the procession for a minute, and then turning on her heel and walking back into town.
So, Are we going to stay for the funeral?
Who are you saying this to?
Everybody.
Well, I'm going to.
Are you with us in the procession?
You say
Yeah.
3 of us are already in the procession.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're with us. Yeah, I'm staying for the whole thing.
I'm pretty sure everybody's there except for Taryn.
Yeah, Joden already walked off to join the procession. I think Shock and Koa were kind of like thinking they had to be sneaky about it and joined the procession.
No,
Taryn, you watch Taryn kind of watch it before looking to the town and heading back into town.
So as the actual service is going on and everyone's kind of within a little bit of a like range or whatever, I am going to cast Dispel.
What spell?
Oh God, you're gonna make me scroll up to see it.
Okay.
Detect thoughts.
Cast spells interaction.
Oh, Lord.
Just reading real quick.
And I am, of course, going to spend a point to low cast it to make it so
Subtle.
that people don't. Yeah, subtle cast. That's the word. I can't remember the word subtle today for some reason.
You said it earlier. You're good.
I know.
Okay, so are you just doing surface thoughts?
I'm trying to figure out what happened, basically.
Okay.
So I'm scanning different people until someone is thinking about, oh, shouldn't have been there that night, or oh, in his sleep. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. So who are you focusing on?
starting with the grandmother and then working my way down the line of kids, the family. And then
Can you move the spell?
I can focus on different people. You can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell and as your action on each turn the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see.
Yeah, 1. I guess it just depends how long.
Well, as your action
As your
on
action
each
on
turn
each turn until the spell
until
ends.
the spell ends,
So
you
yeah,
can focus on.
how
Yeah,
long does it last?
it's a maximum of a minute, up to a minute, so I can do 10 people.
Yep, perfect. So you focus your mind on the elder woman, and you just get. Is it? Sorry, I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information. Is it like thoughts, images, sounds, like?
Let's see. Initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, most on what
Okay,
is
so it's
most on its
thoughts.
mind. Yeah.
So you. You hear a very distraught mental discussion, like with herself, just like, what am I gonna do? What how am I gonna go it's I've not been alone for 70 years. How? And you just kind of get the idea that she is the wife of the deceased, and obviously married 70 some odd years. You don't really get a why. She is really focused on and almost like still in shock, just kind of like, how am I gonna live? You know what I mean? Like just that kind of internal, trying to figure out what is she gonna do next. So that's one. You move to, so she's got 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, that are one son kind of has his arm over what you assume to be his mom's shoulder, and is just kind of letting her lean on him as they walk. A daughter, The daughter is on the other side, kind of gripping her mother's hand, while another son is kind of walking behind them, almost like protection, like a bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to go to?
The one that is holding the mother's arm, actually.
So the daughter holding the mom's hand, or the son that's kind of letting her lean into him?
The daughter.
Okay. So in the daughter's mind, you kind of hear thoughts akin to, we knew this was coming. He's been ill for so long. I told mother to make plans. Kind of that kind of, within 6 seconds you're only going to get so much, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
kind of like they knew it was coming.
Okay. She's gonna do a cursory for the rest of the minute. Just do a cursory scan of just random people nearby, just for anything other than anything of ill will or anything
Right.
else.
Yeah, you just kind of get the idea that he had been ill for a while. A couple of townsfolk are kind of like thinking, oh, well, it's about time he kicked the bucket. He's been ill for some time. He's no longer suffering. Not in a disrespectful way, but in a way of like, he's finally at peace kind of deal.
Got you.
Yeah. So yeah, the procession moves on. What would you like to do?
You could say the procession proceeds.
The procession does proceed. Should I make you
As
roll
I'm
another
learning-
perception on the procession? Sorry.
Are you good?
Procession on the procession.
See how easy it is to say? What was
The
that?
perception on the procession.
Is there like a priest or somebody in the front? I would assume it's Elris.
No, it's not Elris. Elris is there. What you would have gathered is Elris is there more as a researcher. He's not really a holy man. He is a magical, studied man. So he keeps an eye on the site to make sure that the horrific magic or that caused this harm did not harm, won't spread in any way. You don't forget that this area of the continent is very uneducated in the ways of magic. So they are afraid that even though it's been 100 years, that this negative magic from this fireball that killed so many people will spread and infect people. So he is there as a watcher, essentially.
Okay.
But there
was
is a
there
priest.
like a holy man? Yeah.
You see
Holy lady. Holy
leading
day.
is a kind of I'm trying to think of like the age. It's not a young adult, early 20s, who's in it's actually a white robe, and he's holding this stick that's got a little hook on the end with bells, and every now and then he shakes it, so that's where that kind of tinkling was coming from. Behind him, you see an older man, more 40s, 50s. What we would see 40, 50s in like human years. You know what I mean? Kind of has that general aged look about him. And he is solemnly following behind. He looks to be in what you would believe to be like priest's vestments. Again, kind of white.
Okay. Can I take out the prayer beads that I carry and put them around my neck and then make my way to that
Yeah,
older man
you can.
and try to talk to him about the deceased?
Roll me a religion check.
Religion. 17.
Okay. You would know from your mentor, from your studies, from your general upbringing, from visiting multiple cities, from seeing these processions previously, to interrupt these silent proceedings is very frowned upon, very disrespectful.
Okay.
Do you still proceed and try and speak with him?
No.
Okay.
I'll just watch.
Okay. So Iskana, if you look in our Foundry chat, Iskana posted something that she's projecting mentally to everybody that he died of an illness, and it's been coming for a while. So Taryn, you went to town. Where do you go?
I went back to one of the taverns,
Okay.
whichever one would have been closest.
You notice walking into town, it's very quiet. You get to the tavern and you're able to enter, no problem. Doors open, and there is a singular person tending the bar.
I would walk up, grab a pint of ale, and go find one of the many open tables, apparently.
Breakfast ales. Love it. 8 a.m. Breakfast ale. Got it.
Why not?
Yeah. So all the tables are empty, so you're able to sit wherever you want.
And she'll just sit there, literally just like lost in thought. Obviously, no one else is around.
Shock. What are you doing?
I'm just following along.
Okay.
I'm just watching, thinking about death.
As one does during a funeral. Joden,
Some more than others.
that's truth. Joden, you are following along in this procession, and you do notice. I mean, you're from Ozil, so you would recognize
Right.
the silent, the respectful, the ways about it. Bjorn is I'm just gonna say, sticking by Iskana's side for now. So Iskana, once you learn what's going on, do you join the procession or do you go into town?
I'm going to join the procession.
Okay.
And I'm also going to do that telepathic link to is it Terran?
Yes.
Is that to Terran, that the one that goes like 4 miles?
Okay.
Good God.
That way I can keep her up to date on what's going on as well.
Okay. So you all follow this procession, and it's not rushed, but it's also not like a wedding march. You know what I mean? Like, it's not step together.
It's more of a
together.
dirge than a march.
Yeah, it's a nice, slow, respectful walk to the site. Approaching there, you see that a wooden, just plain wooden casket is already it's kind of set there. You look with like knotted ropes. So it's not like in the ground. They have a way to lower it down. And it's just kind of at ground level. And the young adult that's got the bells continues forward while the rest of the procession stops. And he walks around the grave site 3 times, ringing the bells before stopping at the head, excuse me, and kind of sticks the stick in the ground and bows his head, and only then does the priest proceed forward, and the others, the family members and the townspeople, begin to surround the site. And you listen as they speak of an older man, well loved in the community, a human, from what you can tell from his children. He was 75, 80 years old, very well loved in the community, always willing to give a helping hand. One who would try to lessen the fear of magic amongst the populace. And the priest is magic. He's a cleric. So, you know, he is sure to kind of mention that little tidbit. But it's a very nice service overall. Just respecting his life, his legacy that he leaves behind. And at the end, everybody puts a flower on top, while the 3 children and the eldest grandchild, who seems to be in their, early to mid to late teens, untie and release the ropes to let the coffin slide in. And after a little bit of just chatter and discussion, they disperse and just kind of head into town.
As a correction, I do not have the 4 mile when I only have 30 feet.
Okay.
So I do not keep Taryn informed.
No, you do not.
No, I do not.
I don't know if she'd appreciate it either. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you walked away for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
So, what would you guys like to do? The last to leave is the priest, and you notice that the stick with the bells is actually left beside the headstone. And when a breeze or a wind comes by, it kind of tinkles the bells.
I think Elise wanted to question the priest,
Okay.
but Elise went AFK for just a second.
Okay.
So, did they lower like a body in a coffin kind of thing?
Yeah, they lowered the coffin down. It seemed to be heavy, so as they lowered it, because it was with ropes. It's not like, lifts and gears like we have. It's
How
more
was it
harmonic.
was it like 6 feet deep, kind of 8
Yeah.
feet deep?
Yeah,
Okay.
6 feet.
Okay. Well, if everyone disperses and stuff like that and kind of hang around, but then I'll kind of look around and I'm like, well, that was useless.
How
Where
loud
do-
do you say that?
Oh, God.
Well, I wait until people clear out.
Okay, how far away?
Like,
Because don't forget, this was the family and then the whole town. So for everyone to
Mhm.
disperse, it's going to take a little
well,
while.
in my mind, I was waiting until like the last people there. I would most likely be the last person
Okay,
there.
okay.
Like other than my party. I can't say that like 1 or 2 random people not in the family were just hanging around might have heard something. But
Okay.
I didn't do it like right in front of their face. I'm like, come on, anything? No, I didn't do like that.
You watch as one young woman, not a child, but kind of, again, the young adult, early 20s, turns around and looks at you with like a raised brow while also kind of furrowing her brows. It's a really weird expression. Shakes her head and starts walking back into town again.
I was like, I thought we'd learned something.
We did. We learned that he died of an illness.
Ah,
No paying respects to anyone is ever useless.
Agreed.
That's fair.
well, I meant with like our investigation. Like, you think he's gonna come back to life or anything?
I seriously
not.
hope not.
Well, we gotta be careful around dead things. See, we were at this place, and then there was a dead guy, and then he came back. You gotta be careful of the dead one. But okay.
So you all follow the people back into town?
Yes.
Okay. You watch
I just-
as the
Oh, well.
majority of the people with the family in the lead head to the Azel Tavern. So kind of the home location. And almost as soon as they enter, there's laughter, there's music, celebration, basically. Taryn, which inn do you think you went to? Do you think you went to the one you guys were at last night, the previous night, or do you think you went back to the kind of hometown tavern?
Probably the Azel Tavern.
Okay. So yeah, as you're sitting there and then you watch the doors open, and I mean, they're not immediately like opening the doors and going, woohoo! You know, it's more like,
that would be bad.
right? He's gone! Holly, you know, no.
Hot damn!
You watch as the doors open and the family kind of sits on one side of the tavern. Remy, stop. And the crap, I lost my train of thought. So
Family
music
sits on one
starts
side of
up.
the tavern.
Well, she's trying to hit the sliding door because I closed it to try and kind of get rid of that echo a little bit. But they sit to one side, and then you watch as some people following in set up on the stage and begin to play music. So there's a lute. There's some historical. You got a bard. You know what I mean? They're kind of telling the tales of Azel. You recognize, or maybe not recognize, but you kind of get the feeling that some of the songs are about the older man that just passed away, judging by the smiles on the family's faces. But the longer they're there, it gets a little louder, a lot of laughter, a lot of tears, food and beer is flowing no matter what time of day it is.
My kind of people.
Does the party follow the procession back to the Azel Inn or Azel Tavern, or do they go elsewhere?
I follow the session into the Azel out of respect.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. Do this.
I'll be sitting outside of it.
That is the wrong. Sorry.
Say, whoa.
That was the second floor of the Azel Inn, which you guys were already in, you know, because my brain works. Totally works.
Well, I mean, we've slept a couple nights in a bed.
True. So, where would Taryn be sitting? I need
I'll be right
this
back.
Taryn louder. Okay.
You probably, where's the front door?
Kind of corner herself. Here.
Over here. All right. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure. He would probably be like more over here.
Okay. Feel free to move her.
Unpause the game.
Oh yeah, I guess that helps. My goodness.
It's like I'd love to move her.
So what about everybody else? Do you follow the procession into the tavern? That's where Joden is going.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Shock's gonna stay outside. That's a lot of people.
That's fair, and a lot of noise.
Yeah, so, but I'll like kind of rest on some sort of, I'm sure there's like a bench or some wooden chairs, or, you know, I'll kind of lean or just sit on the ground. But I'll like keep my ears out though, listen to people.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably be curious if anybody was talking. I think I'm more concerned about.
The dead coming back to life.
Yeah, that seems to be what brought me here in the first place. So I'm a little concerned.
Talk of necromancy, the rising dead, or anything like that.
Yeah, fears of what could happen to this guy now that he's dead, or I will also listen to anything that has to do about this guy. What people are, you know what? I'll just listen to people come in and out. I'll be hearing anything. I'm like looking, especially as the night goes on, drunk people just gabbing as they leave.
That's fair.
It's morning.
Morning. No, they're all gonna be drunk.
It's morning, but they're
It's gonna go on for.
That is true.
I think Joden would know that, especially when it comes to the older people in the community, they start the rites early because they know it's going to be an all-day affair. Because there's lots of tales to tell. So, Joden, walking in, I'm going to drag you guys out here.
Yes.
Plunk. That's the front door. So, walking in, you know, the place is crowded now, but walking in just a little bit, you do see that shock of red hair that you're starting to recognize as being belonging to Taryn.
Okay.
So, it's up to you whether or not you go and sit by her, but you do notice.
I will go make a round around, talk to the family, you know, give condolences and all that. And then after I make a round, then I go over to Taryn.
And now that you're here and you see the family, it's not that you're not best friends with every single person in Oslo, you know, but you do recognize that it was Old Man Travers, who was well known for his woodworking skillmanship. Like,
Okay.
anytime you see like a carved motif in a bar or tavern or even in the churches or the chapels, it was more likely than not done by him.
Okay.
His life work was working with wood, both in carpentry, carving, and any kind of art form that he could find with the wood. So you recognize the family, and you recognize that that's who it was.
Like I said, go by, and pay my respects to the widow and family, and then once I get done with that, I'll go over and take a seat.
So Taryn, I'm pretty sure you'd recognize Joden by now.
Yeah.
He pops into a seat across from you. I mean, not that you're unfriendly looking, but it seems like the townsfolk and the family are typically standing and just kind of keeping with those they know to keep the mood vibrant, telling stories of the deceased. So you do have a clear table to yourself, and Joden comes in and just kind of plops down.
Gee, that's reminiscent of the first time I met anybody in this tavern. She'll look up. She's got a second ale because she's been there a little while, and why not? She'll look up at him and then just look back down at her drink, not say a word.
You didn't miss a whole lot.
A funeral is a funeral.
Agree, but there are certain things you do out of respect in the town. Not that you have to. I'm from here, so I kind of have to.
She just takes a sip of her drink.
What's everybody else doing? Shock, I know you're right outside, and I kind of put you by the front door so you can hear some conversation.
Okay.
Iskana?
I think she's gonna at least go in and join the festivities and just get a general feel of the townspeople, townsfolk, and taking a bit of the apparently, 70 years, 80 years of history from this guy and just listen to the stories.
Okay.
And she's gonna get something to eat for her little Alia as well.
Yeah, easily done. There is food and drink flowing.
I can't get into this place, and I couldn't get Alia out. Save us.
Okay. There's no door. Why is there no door? There's no door. There's supposed to be a door there, and there's no door.
You
Well,
didn't
that's
program
rude.
it.
Huh?
You didn't program one.
Well, apparently not. Oops, I put a wall in the middle of the room. That won't work.
And then I'll just sit down with Taryn and people's names I
Joden.
don't remember. Joden, yes, sorry.
I'm sure Taryn is
Names?
happy for the company. Sorry.
Oh yeah, let me tell you. You sit by yourself. You really are saying, "Let me have company."
100%.
I mean, yeah.
So, and of course, Bjorn is following you around like a little puppy.
A big giant puppy.
That it's a Great Dane, okay?
Oh.
Whatever works.
I
There
like
we
it.
go. We have a door
I
now.
like it. Sweet.
Ta-da! Okay. And do we have a lease yet? Nope.
No.
All right. So
And
I'm gonna leave her
I'm
out here
actually
with Shop.
going AFK for a minute too, because Steven says to come here.
All
You'd
right, well, let's
probably
take.
be going to get a drink.
Take a 10-minute.
Yeah, let's make a 10-minute.
All right.
All right.
How much time is left? I did not put the hourglass
About
on yet.
about 3 more minutes.
Okay. Remy, lay down, baby. Lay down.
Baby, did you say you put the dog's food on
Yes.
auto? Do you know when it's coming?
Um,
Because I've got it on auto.
August 17th.
I got one coming on the 3rd. I'll skip this one.
Did you update your shipping address?
I did.
Okay.
Well, I deleted all my old ones. And then when we moved, I just kind of... Because we had stuff on there that we really don't need more of.
Yeah.
I just got asked to play on a vanilla Minecraft server, and I just kind of had to tell them no thank you, because after I've modded it, I can't play it anymore, or it makes me cry. I can't help it. Vanilla Minecraft just makes me cry now.
Don't cry. Did you notice if Elise got off the phone yet?
I don't think she had, no.
Oh, I know what I should do. I should get music for when we're on break that plays like Girl from Ipanema.
Plays what?
The Girl from Ipanema.
What is-
You don't know that?
No, off the top of my head.
There's a classic song that is well known for being like elevator music and hold music. I gotta have to find it now.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that would explain why I know it. Frank Sinatra
Why?
did it.
Ah.
Okay, I walked in Frank Sinatra.
The world is full of make or break
is there
moments,
anything better to walk in on?
especially if you have post.
Well, depends on if we're gonna keep it PG.
Okay, do you know the girl from Ipanema?
Oh my.
The girl from what?
Ipanema.
I've heard the song, yes.
Thank you. Somebody knows. I'm gonna put it in
Hello,
chit
have
chat.
you met my husband? He loves Frank Sinatra.
No, I was like, oh, I know what I should do. I should put like some elevator hold music on for when we're on break. I was like, I should put the girl from Ipanema on. And they were like, what? I was like, how do you not know this?
Wow.
Hi, Remy. Lay down.
Oh no, that's too bright. Never mind. Trying not to get the light on the camera.
Hola.
Hello.
No, don't like the light.
Is Elise okay?
Nancy, you need to steal your husband's ring light that I just gave him.
You mean the thing that's literally like 15 feet from me?
That's the one, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
USB.
Oh, I've got a power strip at my feet.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it is USB. You can plug it into your
Yeah.
computer.
I haven't. I need to get a light just above me.
All right.
No,
So,
I've got my crafting light. That's right in front of me because I was doing my diamond painting, but then I needed the table.
Diamond Dallas painting.
not quite.
Yeah. No. Which I finished Victoria's. She was super happy. Swear to God, if she asked me for another Elsa picture, I'm gonna scream.
Hey, there's this magic word that I myself don't know how to use, but it starts with an N and ends in a no.
I can say that to my husband, but I don't know how to say that to my child sometimes. Well, no, I have figured that out today. I have figured out how to say no, because she is grounded, at least tonight.
Oh, what'd she do?
Kicked out a plexiglass window.
Oh, that'd do it.
Steven called me right after I left y'all's house. And he goes, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'll be home in like 15 minutes. Why?" And he goes, "Yeah, don't hit your daughter when you come in the door."
Oh, no.
I'm like, "Oh, hell. Last time I was talking, she was playing on her scooter. What did she do?" He goes, "Yeah, you know the bottom right plexiglass window in the living room?" I was like, "Mm-hmm." He goes, "You're gonna have to help me get it back in." I'm like,
As long as it didn't get broken.
no, but it didn't go back in all the way, so it got Gorilla Glued and then spray foamed to make sure that the couple spots that were leaking aren't leaking anymore.
Yeah.
And then it got sealed on the outside. I can't afford to replace that block of windows yet. That's gonna be almost $6,000. Because of the framing, and I live in an all-brick house, and you can't just change up the freaking windows.
Well, inflation, honey. That's another thing. I told you how much they were going to charge us to do our driveway, right?
Yeah, by the way, look into asphalt. My dad's like, it's like a third of the price.
It's
hot as hell
not
to
like,
walk on.
I was telling Thomas, it's not a necessity, it's a preference. So I'm not boo-hoo, you know?
Yeah, but no, honestly, I know what you mean. I mean, everybody prefers a paved driveway.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get going. At least we'll join up when she gets back.
Yep.
So, you're all inside. Well, except for Shock, who's eavesdropping. Roll me a perception check, please. Shock.
Who, all of us?
Shock.
Oh.
Blip. I'm so perceptive.
Damn. You sure are.
Damn.
Can't get much past this turtle.
Well, I mean, it's not a nat 20. Don't get, don't get too
I
big
said
ahead.
much. I said much, so that implies some
Okay.
still does get past.
Let's not get too big ahead.
Not too much does get past, though.
You don't hear. Let me see. You don't necessarily hear people talking about bodies coming to life, or even anyone that may be suspected of necromancy or anything like that. You do hear the tale of Discern being spread. So, previously, the only ones that really knew about it were the... It's not the church. What did I call it? Wow. Anyway, the priests knew about it and the guards knew about it. But now it's starting to kind of spread through the town. And there are whispers of fear, and especially this being a funeral, you know, there's no, oh my God, you know, Martin rose last week. No, it's it's more like, but what if? It hasn't happened, but what if? So it's a whole lot of, you get the sense that people are afraid of the unknown, of, you know, even further afraid of what this side of the continent is afraid of.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? You are... The food and the drink is flowing freely, no charge. It looks like the family has basically rented the tavern, and the townsfolk are, you know, helping foot the bill for the celebration of life, essentially. So you are all eating for free, drinking for free. How much are you drinking?
A lot.
Enough to be respectful, but not enough to trash.
Okay.
Yep.
Who's drinking?
Yep.
Who had more than 2 ales?
That'd be me.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
God fucking hell.
You know better.
I know. Oh, hey, wait, I'm professional in Constitution.
Saving throw, please.
Please.
Not
Okay,
bad.
okay.
All right. So you're not sick, but you're kind of starting to feel that a little beyond buzz. You're just getting that tad bit beyond your buzz stage. So your head's starting to feel a little fuzzy.
Just what I wanted. With my normal rolls, I'm normally on the ground puking.
Or falling out of the boat puking, depending on the character. That was the first game, I think, that you've ever played. That was great.
Yep. That was hilarious.
So, what's everybody doing? What's the plan?
Well, we obviously aren't going to find anything out about necromancers here,
Agreed.
but it's good to pay respects, but we do need to move on.
Joden, you hear in your head Elris's voice. Alright, I've spent all night looking through these letters and tracking where they go and where they're from. Come see me before you leave.
Tell everybody.
Okay.
So Elris just messaged me, said that he's been looking at the letters, where they go to, where they've come from, and he said, "Come see him before we leave." We'll see him and try to see if maybe we got an idea.
Yes, if all of us are quite sober enough to make the trip. Eyeing Taryn.
I was waiting for that, actually.
She's not quite drunk, but she's not quite sober. A little more than buzzed.
Yeah, I'm on the buzz. I'm on the drunker side of the buzz, but
You take
I'm
one
fine.
for the road?
That's
How
an idea,
drunk
but
do
no.
you want? You should have just played a drunken monk. No, I'm kidding. So you guys head out?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there's nothing in there. Okay. So
Why
I'm
is
gonna
there nothing
drag
in there?
everybody. We're gonna look at the city map. I don't think everybody is on the map. Hold on. Skana, Taryn, Bjorn, Joden, Koa, Shock, I'm not gonna put Alia down because she doesn't need to be on the big map. So
Doc,
you all.
Koa, and Joden are up at the top of the map.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we got doubles.
We found their doppelgangers.
But you all are together now, so you make your way.
Make it away.
I was waiting for it. To the temple. That's the word I was looking for earlier. And Elris meets you outside and kind of waves you over kind of here. Like over by this fence. And he gestures for you all to kind of circle around him. Okay, so. And he's got like, now he's an elf, so you know he's got that like kind of trance thing. He only has to rest like 4 hours. But his eyes, you see like heavy dark bags under his eyes. And he just looks like he's about to fall over. He's exhausted. Okay. I went through all the... Try that again. I went through the letters. And I took a map of Talodain and Second Founding. There's... The only pattern I can see is a logical one. Whoever this is stays on the Second Founding continent, jumps around those cities in no specific order, sometimes stays in one city for more than 1 month at a time, before going from Blackstaff to Evan. And then once he or she or they hit Evan, then they do the same on the Talodain continent, bouncing all over the place. I noticed that there are times where there's no letter for a month. And I hate to assume, but I'm going to anyway. I'm thinking that is a month where that person may have visited Discern. I can't make any guarantees, but it makes sense that they wouldn't need to send a letter if they were there with that person. Darvis, was it? But it's at least... I mean, it's all I've got. I also noticed that they've only ever been to Naste once. Don't know what you want to make of that either, but with the little time I've had with these notes, this is all I'm able to provide, for now at least. I'll continue working as you continue your own works, and I will, and he kind of points to his head and points to Joden. I'll sending messages as I learn more, but I wanted, and I didn't mean to make an assumption that you all were leaving, but I assumed so anyway. I wanted to make sure that I was able to talk to you before you headed out. And you watch, like, his eyes start to droop, and he kind of shakes himself awake. Okay, so what's the plan? Is there anything I can help with? From here, at least.
Well,
I can't leave.
We don't really have an idea of a good place where to start our investigation. Any ideas? Based on what you saw?
Not really.
Well, we could start our investigation where the letters never came from. That month you didn't hit, he wasn't indicated.
Yes. And you watch as he pulls from his pocket a piece of parchment that has listed, like, about 7 months and years. And he kind of holds over. These are the months that no letter came. I'm not sure what you could do with it, but it's a pattern. Any pattern at this point is useful. And he hands
Agreed.
it over to Iskana.
She's gonna start looking at it for travel patterns that make symbols.
No, he just handed you the list of months and dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to see the map, it's in his office, and it's literally just line after line after line after line after line. Like it's impossible to see. There's no pattern, basically. The only pattern that he was able to find was that they stay on Second Founding and then come to the continent of Talodain before going back to the Second Founding. And he does speak up. He goes, from what I can see, this person just sent a letter from Blackstaff 2 or 3 months ago. So that tells me they're on this continent right now, traveling and sending letters.
Do the lines themselves, do they make any arcane symbols that I'm aware of?
If you guys go like into his office to look at the map, no, it's literally just zigzag lines.
Okay. I'm just
So
making
this
sure
lady
that they're
does
not
me.
doing some kind of nationwide
Yeah.
ritual that's making like a big sigil somewhere.
Right.
Okay. Well then, we could probably go to. I'm bad with names, so the place that he said the letters
Discern.
didn't come from. Desaren,
Discern.
yeah. We could probably go to Desaren and see what we can sniff about there.
That's, I mean, that's as better as I am exhausted. I am so sorry. That's as good a starting point as any, I think. It's a pattern of absence, but it's a pattern, and as I said, any pattern is worth looking into. I wish you well. Is there anything I can provide you with other than the information? I mean, I will of course continue to provide Joden with information as I find it, but this is what I have for right now.
I would like updates as they come of the project you're working on for the library.
Ah, yes. That I can definitely provide. Yes.
Directions to a caravan possibly heading that way? Or she looks at the group, are we just going to hoof it?
With the events that just happened, I don't think any caravans are planning on heading that way. I believe we've had, he kind of looks to Joden, we've had a couple of caravans come back, but none are planned to travel up that way, considering it is a rather long distance from Oslo there. They do have some local places they can get the necessities from. With the danger, the guards have closed basically the borders, not allowing anyone to come past the no man's land.
Is Discern in the neutral zone, or is it over in Magia?
It's in Magia. It's above the neutral
It's so.
zone.
I was gonna say it's so close on the map. That's why I was questioning it.
Yeah, it's above the neutral zone.
Goody, going to places with magic.
Yeah. So and we'll go ahead and move to the
Wee.
Whee!
I literally had that map pulled up a second ago.
That's funny. But I was just watching like as the dots fly from where it was onto this map. So your the no man's land is essentially Are you
The
dancing?
mountains.
The no man's land is essentially, let me draw here. What color am I? I'm like pink. Ugh. It's the border of the mountains. So it's kind of like this. And then, whoa. That, I
Well, alrighty then.
didn't mean to.
Good thing I
Thanks,
can swim.
Elise. I need.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. Somebody. I just don't like pink. I grew up with pink comforters, pink walls, pink carpet, pink sheets, pink pillowcases. I had enough.
So did I.
I don't
That
like.
would burn your retinas after a while.
I can't stop it. Let go. There we
You
go.
have
No.
lost
Anyway.
connection to the server.
Damn it. Stop it. How do I stop?
What are you trying? What are you stopping?
I'm trying to stop drawing.
Click off the pencil.
It won't let me. Okay.
Oh.
Holy cow. Anyway, not quite as crazy as that looks, but it's basically the base of the mountains out to the coast. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I want to say, oh, I don't remember how long it took you guys. It took you guys like 4 days to get down. So yeah, it's kind of that area. That is the no man's land.
How are they enforcing the borders?
So Ozil itself has basically a wall here.
Mm-hmm.
So like their city's border has, it lines no man's land. So their wall is think like Great Wall of China, only not quite as long. But that is actually how Joden and Koa and Shock came through, was through the no man's land, through the guard gates. So they've basically sealed the gates shut, and they have constant watch on top of those walls to make sure that nobody, and I mean, you can see for miles upon miles over that wall. The other side of the continent is not as protected, but it's also not on top of a city. There is a wall, but that's just kind of a general shadow side. Kind of everybody sends some troops deal. So it's not as protected, but there is also a kind of a gateway that people need approval to get through.
And the mountain themselves? Besides being a natural barrier?
Just the natural barrier.
So
I mean,
we
you-
can get up and over them.
You can cross a mountain.
Mm-hmm. You can.
We don't
Well,
have much of a choice.
But they
up
can't
and
do
over the
a
mountain.
125-mile wall, so they do what they can. So it's just kind of left open as a natural barrier.
I had to chuckle at that. The base in Guam, the Air Force base in Guam, they can't put walls into the jungle. So because it won't do any good, so they just the walls get torn up by the jungle. So they go about 20. The walls to block off parts of the base go about 20 feet into the jungle and just stop. They gave
Right.
up.
That's fair. I mean, Mother Nature wins every time.
Oh yeah. The munitions dump often had poachers walking around on it with guns. So you'd be in the middle of delivering munitions somewhere, and all of a sudden there'd be a native, Chamoran just sitting there with a gun looking at you, and it's just like, oh, well, you're not supposed to be here. Let me just turn around in my vehicle.
Bye.
Like,
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
So, well,
So Joden, Koa, and Shock have 2 horses and a cart. The cart is rather small and really only big enough to hold Shock. You all have gold. There are stables in town. There
Gold.
are.
We got gold.
We have gold.
Everybody should have gold from their.
Everybody
from their
should have gold. We got
jobs.
paid. Yeah.
Money.
You haven't given me any.
I
or
gave
told me how
you
much
during
I
session
have.
0, my dear.
I have 308 gold.
Never mind, I have
Oh,
200.
okay. Brag.
I'm thinking wrong character.
Okay, I was like,
Mhm.
this is not Witchlight. You know, this game you actually need
that's what I'm
gold,
thinking.
not trinkets. So everybody should have some gold. There are stables in town. There are different kinds of mounts and transportation available for purchase. You just tell me what you're looking for or what you think how you would like to travel. And
Well, if we're going up and over a mountain, a cart's not going to do much good. Horses aren't going to be very good on a mountain.
now,
I'm sorry.
We don't have to go
Ozil-
through the mountains.
No,
So
no,
they'll
no.
probably open the gate and let us
PM.
through.
Ozil will let you leave, but they probably wouldn't let you come back in.
I'm okay with
DM.
that.
Yeah.
Can I get a quick catch up? I'm sorry, I was out.
We went and saw the cleric after the funeral services.
Elvis.
We went and saw Elris, and he told us that based on his checking of all the letters and stuff, that they stayed pretty much on second founding continent, but they were bouncing all over the place. They usually stayed no place longer than about a month. The latest letter says that they're close around here. That's pretty much it.
So yeah, basically, like if you look at his map, he's got a bunch of lines and arrows on second founding, and then a single line from Blackstaff to Evan, and then it bounces all over the place on Talodain, and then it goes the same way the other day. So they don't bounce from continent to continent because of time constraints. So, you know, once a month, or sometimes it's the same place 2 months in a row. But it's typical for them to send a letter from a different city every month. And there's no pattern. It's not, I'm going to go here, 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 here every time. It's literally, you know, and it doesn't even make sense for space-wise. It would be like Ozil to Senelian to Evan to Skidic. Like, it's just kind of all over the place. But the only thing he was able to find a pattern in was that continent to continent. So, and it's recently, what was it, 2 or 3 months ago, he said the letter came from Blackstaff and then Evan. So we know, so you guys know he's on, this person, this they, them, is on Talodain, a continent you're on right now. And then the other pattern he noticed was that there were a list of months that no letter came at all. So the assumption was that that could have been a month that he spent within Discern.
So are we traveling
we're going
somewhere? Is
to
that why we're
Discern.
getting horses?
Yes.
Well, that's the discussion, is how, because somebody was like, well, are we just gonna hoof it? Okay, artist, stop it. Oh my god. Y'all suck. So basically saying, like, are we gonna hoof it? And then I said that, remember, Koa and Shock have a horse and cart. The cart is really only big enough for Shock. And then Joden got a horse as well when you guys came down from Discern. So I was saying you guys have gold for shopping. If you want to get another mount, if you want to get a carriage, like, there are options.
First off, we need to discuss if we're all going to be happy going into Discern. Or if we have another place we'd like to go.
No, we're in Ansel. Didn't I just come from Discern?
Yes, you,
No, Joden
Shock,
did.
and Joden just came from Discern. Because that's where the letters came from. So that's what all the information is based off of. The paperwork that came from the papers they got from the guy's house.
John. What the fuck? Not John. Where the fuck did that come from? Darvis.
Hey, you person.
Yes.
I thought you were God.
Whatever I want to.
Oh, that's fair.
It's like Gozer.
Goes was a bitch.
I thought Gozer was a man. It's whatever it wants to be.
There is no Dana,
Oh.
only.
Zool.
So proud.
Poor Dana Barrett.
What is happening?
We're making movie references. You're too young to remember.
Is that Superman? Like,
No.
Ghostbusters.
Wow.
God.
Wow, man.
Unplugged. Walk
well, I'm
away.
sorry
Cool.
that I am 20 years younger than all of you. Wow, that's crazy.
All right, artists. Cut it out.
I didn't
I
do
think
that.
we're all having too much fun with that.
Just for the record, it's not me.
It's me and
No.
Iskana.
So I'm
Nicola.
actually, I just made another map for you guys.
Ooh, a map.
Let me make sure I have it
Map,
as
I'm the map.
show
map.
navigation, all players, save changes. Okay, so Talodain notes. And what that means is you can make marks on this map all you want. So you can, you know, I don't know if you guys have access to text.
Yes.
So you can make a note and say, you know, this is stop one, or you could do,
Get
so
off.
you put text box and you're like, what should we put?
Fluggy.
Darvis. Obviously, I'm going to make that smaller, but you know what I mean.
Oh, this could be my murder map. So he went from Blackstaff to Evan.
But keep in mind,
Yeah.
keep in mind this is for everybody. Everybody's going to have the same map.
Oh. Well, they needed to, and then he went to get.
Oh
can't get
my
rid of my
god, you
eye.
guys, what the hell?
And then,
You're all nuts. That's just
I
funny.
can't get rid of my high.
I don't know how to turn this off now.
If
You have to wait for it to go away.
No, I
Oh,
delete
okay.
it. On the so at the top of where the pencil is, you see that kind of broken up square? If you click on that and then click where your word is, you should be able to delete it. Because that'll let you select it.
There we go. New things
So
every
I'm
day.
gonna delete the notes on the main map, and then if you guys want to make notes, click on the one that says Talodain Notes, which should be just to the right of Talodain at the top of your screen. And you'll be able to click on that and activate that, and then you can make any notes that you want.
Ooh, it's
And then you can even
colorful.
We get arts and crafts.
you could even make if Koa wanted to make notes, you know, put your name in there and just start typing. You know what I mean? Like,
All they're doing is doodling over there.
I'm trying to delete my dumb shit.
I can
will
also
be
make
left-
journal entries for each city that you all will have access to. And then I can put pins on the map where you can click on the journal entry. It'll bring you to that journal. So it's kind of like whatever makes life easier for you and however you all want to have this information available and shareable.
Information is good.
I told you, if you don't write it down, it didn't happen.
Fake news. Let's
So-
go.
Our general consensus, yes, no, is going to Deseren.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, didn't we just investigate that city though? What is the point of going there?
Discern
all
is
of
the
us
only
have
place that has a list of months where the person did not send letters from. Or no letter was sent in those months. So the assumption is that those are the months that that person may have been visiting Darvis.
Home base. come out tonight.
So if you would like to travel, again, you've got 2 horses and a cart that will only fit Shock.
What's my horse's name? I forgot.
Did you name your
Wow.
horse? I don't think you named the
Obviously.
horse here. Because I didn't give you like an actual thingamajig.
Do
So
I
what's
at
the,
least have a color?
what's the plan? Do you want to shop for transportation? Do you want to shop for mounts?
I'm gonna name it Oleander.
Oh,
Lord.
God.
And he's pink.
No, he's not.
Why?
I'm
Gray?
going to
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask him his name.
No.
I'm going to ask the horse. I'm going to be like, nay, 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 nay. Can speak with animals.
I was gonna say, did you actually cast Speak with Animals, or are you just looking at the horse going, nay, 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 nay,
No,
nay?
I'm 100% gonna cast. Because I've slept, so yeah, I've got totally.
I was gonna say, because that's not as funny, but I'll take it.
Okay. No, but that's what you hear for sure, though.
So you all, you go to the stables where you left your cart and horses?
Yeah.
Okay. And you cast Speak with Animals. Go ahead.
Let's get the ash out of Azel.
How are we getting to Deseren? Again, we're not going to
We
walk
are-
across
yeah.
no man's land. We'd probably be better off just crossing the mountains at the base.
We have traveled these lands many a time.
Well, then I will leave the details up to you and just follow suit.
I also want to know more about this horse's life story and like its likes and dislikes, things like that.
We don't have that much time.
No, it's just for me.
I am going to share. These are the horse tokens I have. They're going to take a minute to upload. So, you talk to the horse. She has no name. That she knows of. And I'll give you a life story later.
You so put that in the wrong campaign.
So you can
Strawberry
have, well, I mean, the top 2 are not saddled, so.
Name is Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
Peanut butter chili time.
Strawberry yogurt is mine.
Oh my God.
Shut up! You love my names. Do you want me to name it?
I
it's gonna
named
be-
my flying squirrel Pumpkin.
Yes. And it's cute. I like the gray
She's a
one.
witch!
Squilliam.
She's a witch, so I named it Pumpkin.
Okay. Or
Mashed
we can
taters.
name her Jennifer Love Horset.
That's
That's brilliant.
disappointing, dear. That is disappointing.
That's brilliant. I
No,
like that.
compared
that
to
win- that
Squilliam and
wins it.
Nicolas Cage, that one is very disappointing.
No,
Stephen
that
Hawking?
one wins
Come
a
on.
dad one.
Stephen
That wins a
Hawking was
dad point.
great. Okay,
Alright,
so what color horse do you have, Elise?
Pink.
Look at the pictures in Discord. You do not have a pink horse.
I don't have it. Let me find the pictures.
You
They're
put it
in
the
character
wild
creation
beyond.
Where in
discussion.
this?
Hold on.
Yeah, you stuck it all the way up in the other campaign.
I don't
Oh
see
shit!
nothing.
I had them in the wrong one.
Yeah, you put it in Wild Beyond.
Wow, Tina,
I ain't a part of that.
that happened. That just happened. That legit.
Ooh, I
just
want
happened.
the dark blue one.
Okay, hold on.
Well, that's a horse of a different color.
Totally.
The
No, we
first
do not
one.
have Wizard of Oz horses here.
They never get anything done in Oz.
Hmm.
The song talks about all day long. They just do nothing. Take breaks.
We're closed.
I like the gray one
There.
on the bottom.
Okay, I deleted it, and now they're in Talodain. So The only people that have horses right now, and Joden, you would have gotten just a basic brown horse from
Right.
Rashev. Koa, you have black, brown, or gray.
Black.
Okay, so you have a black horse.
Like my soul. It's gonna be named Megadeth.
Oh, so the white horse. Got it.
What?
Black like my soul.
We name
So
her
what
Madam
color?
Megadeth.
You're gonna name your black horse Megadeth. Okay.
Madam Megadeth.
Madam Megadeth.
Madam
Oh, I
Megadeth.
love it. Okay.
Gotta make it up. Of course.
And it's Madam Megadeth with a hair.
And Master of Puppets plays whenever we ride.
Joden, what's your horse's name? Since we're doing this.
Oh God! Name for the horse.
Yes.
Horse.
No, that's just sad.
Grandpa
Okay.
contribute.
So,
I'd like to ask all the horses' names.
none of them have a name. They do not provide a name.
That's all right.
I am speak with wind. No. So, the only people that have horses right now are Joden and Koa. And then the cart, like I said, will only fit Shock. So if you guys want transportation, you are going to need to find a way to find another mount or a carriage or what have you.
I can give someone a piggyback ride.
No, the cart will not hold more than you.
No, like I'll walk.
So everybody's walking on foot.
No.
I'm not.
I will go find a horse to buy.
Okay.
But if we're going up mountains, how are we going to bring
You're not
horses
going
up
up mountains.
We're gonna go
Okay.
through the gates.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can leave
They'll let us
Ozil
out.
through the gate to
You
No
just can't
Man's
come
Land,
back.
but they won't let you back in, basically. Like, they are stopping any incoming trade, visitors, everything. At least from the border, considering where it's coming from.
Oh my god, I thought of a better name.
Oh,
Are you ready?
Too
Tina?
late.
I'm scared.
Too late.
But it's so good. Can I just say it?
You can say it.
Arnold
Sure.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or
Nice.
I like
Arnold.
that.
so bad it's good.
I like that one.
Can we do that? Arnold.
It's a female horse. You're gonna name her
Got it.
Arnold?
She can be whatever she wants to be.
That's fair. So Schwarzenegger.
Nair.
Madam Megadeth. Government name Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my god.
I gotta be careful how I say that.
Y'all just tiptoeing around this recorded thing.
Come
Let
on,
me
buy a
see.
horse.
So,
Ooh, I could get an elephant.
No.
you think they have elephants in Ozil?
I mean, they're only 200 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where are you looking to buy all this?
It's here, let's do this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It'll be on D&D Beyond, like if you search mounts. Or if you go under items and search mounts, they should pop up. Let me look up. Hold on. Nope. D&D Beyond.
Yeah, nothing pulls up on.
Okay,
I
hold on,
search
hold
it in items.
Hold on.
I'll be right back.
Hold on. Okay. Would it be under vehicles? No, horses wouldn't be under vehicles, would they? No.
It's mountain vehicles. D&D Beyond.
D&D
Hold on.
Beyond.
Here, I'll just do this. I'll just
Is
put
it
it in
under
general.
items or equipment? Mounts and vehicles.
Here you go.
Hang on, I can't switch over.
Ta-da! There you go. So
Lord.
you looking at the stables here in Ozil, you have the option of a donkey, a draft horse, a mastiff or a riding
Isn't a
horse.
mastiff a dog?
Yes. Small creatures can ride mastiffs.
Oh.
So if you have like
I'll
a
go with
gnome
riding
or a
horse.
halfling, they can ride the mastiff.
Oh.
Or a riding horse. You can
I'm going with the
also buy a drawn vehicle. So get a couple of, riding or draft horses, and then get a carriage. That is 100 gold pieces for a carriage.
But how big is a carriage and what can it hold?
Mm-hmm. Let me look it up. What I need is my DMG, which is on my cube.
Excuse me.
You are
That
excused.
would suck. Uh-oh, that's gonna get me in trouble.
Don't be in trouble, Tina.
Well, I've got my game recording is recording from my Firefox, and I was on D&D Beyond. So, give me 1 moment, please. I'll be right back.
I understand nothing of that, but okay.
One browser and another browser. Elise, why aren't you smiling? What's going on? Why do you sound so down today? You look tired.
Thanks.
I'm just saying you look
I am tired.
tired.
I've been working 6 days a week, like 10-hour days. We're finishing up the
Ugh.
project at work. Yeah. Work with a lot of dust and shit. I got shocked last week. So
Ouch.
it's been hard on the body. But
At least you haven't concussed yourself again recently?
no. We were pulling wire the other day. And I did get my blood all over the wall, so that kind of sucked. The painter had just painted the wall too. I'm like, not bad, yo.
Tina's sniffing her new book.
Sniffing? Oh, God.
New book smell is the best.
And she's working with Cat.
Wait, which cat? Peaches or Martin?
Look, new book
Peaches.
smell.
Uh,
New book smell is the best.
no. New magic card smell.
Magic card smell is okay. Books are better.
Okay, I'm looking up funny horse names now because I'm invested.
Oh man.
Oh
This
God.
one's really good. This one's really good though.
Oh
Okay,
no.
sorry.
Edgar Allan Pony.
Wow, I came back just in time.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Oh my God, that was perfect.
Hall and Oates.
Are you looking somewhere at these?
Yes.
Yeah, I just looked them up.
Oh, that's no fun.
The hell it
I know.
ain't.
I'm
No,
not.
I like
I'm
when
not.
she comes them up with herself.
Well, yeah.
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
I just don't
that-
like. It's very borderline towards the inward, so I'm kind of.
Fair enough. Vehicles.
Megadeth.
I really do like Megadeth though.
Madam Megadeth.
Adam Megadeth.
Adam Megadeth. Can we say Mayor Megadeth?
You can say whatever you want.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Madam Megadeth though.
Megadeth of the Mayor.
Alright. That's not the right page. Hold on. a
Red
minute.
Trot Chili Peppers.
Oh my god.
Tater Trot.
Alright, hold on.
That would be the name of Thomas's.
I was done with this conversation,
Uh-oh.
and now I'm back.
Uh-oh.
Tater Trot is
Tater
100% this horse's name.
Maple
So-
Stirrup.
No, Tater Trot.
Tater
Tater
Trot.
Yeah,
You can
if
call it whatever you want.
mhm.
Talk
And it-
derby to me. May the horse be with you.
All right, Tater Trot. I like that one.
Tater Trot.
That's definitely my pet name for
Alright,
her.
I will make a horse. Give me a second. Where are the
If I turn into a horse, me and Tater Trot over here could also make a horse.
Ew.
Man,
You
I'm
see
going home.
Trot.
That's just wrong.
Philly
I am
said.
choosing not to have heard, you know.
I can bring my
Harry-
dice to that conversation.
You can what?
Harry Trotter.
Bring my dice, my good dice to that conversation. The making another horse, the sex dice that I had.
Uh-huh.
That yeah,
Were you
I can bring
there
that.
when-
Okay, I am
no,
definitely logging out for the night. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
I think you
Say,
were
weren't you
there during the game that Trina used hers.
It's gonna be
No,
great.
that was
I'm
the last
gonna
one.
roll them as shock, and it's like I'm going to mount your mane.
God.
Okay, this is interesting.
I am so mad at myself that I did not come up with Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney
mad at
Weaver.
Winona Ryder, obviously. Oh man.
I think the ADD has officially run off the tracks.
Well, I think it's because we're trying to figure out what can hold
I'll
stuff.
stop.
Oh, true.
Screw it.
Yeah.
Time for Google.
I just asked the question. Well, what is the size of a cart and a what was the other one? A cart
Tina
and
took
a
too
carriage.
long, so the ADHD took over.
Hold on, I'm looking it. Looking. Oh, that's why I grabbed the wrong book. Oh well.
Oi.
Boy, vey.
I'm just sitting in my chair spinning in circles. You're good.
So a carriage has so the cart that Shock has, it's literally like almost more like a wheelbarrow, if you will. It's not a actual traveling cart or wagon. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why it's just enough room for him and his shell to kind of sit in there and be happy. A wagon, like an actual wagon or a traveling cart, has, what does this say? 1,900 pounds of cargo capacity.
Okay, and a carriage.
I do not see carriage on here. Hold on a second.
Because it's the more expensive choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A carriage, so a carriage is going to be covered versus a wagon that's open. So that, I think that is going to be your main difference. The main difference between the two.
Well, 2 draft horses would be 100 gold,
Mm-hmm.
and a carriage would be another 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone pitches in 50 gold, we would have enough to get that for everybody.
I already have a horse.
I can turn into a horse.
So, like I said, the way I'm looking at it is so a carriage, yeah. So the only difference to me between a carriage and a wagon is a carriage is covered. A wagon is 35 gold pieces.
You're paying 75 gold for a cover.
It's
You
a
got the
nice
elements.
cover.
Okay, then a wagon is 50 gold pieces.
Aerodynamic.
And the frame and
Oh.
The way I'm going to look at it, this is my rules now. A standard wagon for traveling is 50 gold pieces. The same vehicle with a cover is 100 gold pieces.
Okies.
Either way, we're still going to have a horse to be able to pull said wagon or
Yeah, you'll need a
carriage.
couple of horses. Well, you have a couple of horses.
That is true. I want my own individual horse because I don't want to actually ride in a wagon with anybody.
Okay. So
That's very on brand of you.
it's like that's legit. Let's see. What is the difference? So a riding horse is going to cost you 75 gold pieces. And moves at 60 feet. A draft horse moves at 40 feet. The difference in weight pulled is less than 100. So the capacity of a draft horse is 540 pounds. The capacity of a riding horse is 480 pounds.
What do the others have? Do they have draft horses or what? Because obviously you want...
They have riding horses.
They have riding horses? Yeah, because you want the same thing, because you don't want one person to have to stop a long ways back. And
riding horses are going to be more popular. There are draft horses, of course, because those are the workhorses, you know, so they're available for sale, but...
You can also choose to like slow down.
Yeah,
like no
you
one
don't
says
have to go
max
60
movement every.
I'm gonna go with a riding horse.
Okay. So let's do this. Where are... It's not quite a monster, but that's where it is. All right, so a riding horse. And which horse did you want? Do you know? The color?
Hang on. I gotta go back. I want the gray one.
Okay.
It's pretty. And that was 75, you said?
Yes.
Okay. I updated my gold.
I am going to get one. Do you have to have a minimum of 2 horses to pull a cart?
Nope.
Or pull a wagon?
It depends on who's riding in the wagon.
I am going to get a single riding horse. With barding and riding. Bit, bridle, barding, or bit, bridle, and riding saddle.
Nope.
I'll get saddlebags for it, and then I'm also going to get a carriage.
Okay. Give me a second. Did you have a name for your horse, Nancy?
Horse.
No, that's mine's name.
How is that?
You're
Horse.
not... I'm going to let Elise name your horses.
Yeah. I'm going back to my list. All right, what's a good Nancy?
What?
Is yours
Honestly,
a male or a
Madam
female?
Megadeth.
Yeah.
No, that's Madam
all right.
Megadeth.
Hers is a male, and his name is Pony Stark.
I like that. What do you think, Nancy?
Sure.
All right, you got Pony Stark. I'm asking because I'm giving you, I'm creating characters, so you have an actual permissions. So you should have, under your character's actor directory, you'll have Pony Stark available for you.
Christian Haybale.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
So.
Forrest Jump.
Hold on. Upload. We're going to go with.
Leon Trotsky. That's really good, actually. Pony Soprano.
Are we going with Tater Trot or Madam Megadeth?
So here's the thing. I think you should, for the token reasons, go with Madam Megadeth.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we have our own little pet names for our
Of
horse.
course.
Mine happens to be Tater Trot.
Okay.
Why?
But
It's
you
like,
know
hi,
I'm gonna change my name a million times.
how you doing, my little Tater Trot?
I love it. All right, so Madam Megadeth will have permissions for Shock and Koa. Okay, and Jonan, you getting a riding horse as well? Oh no, you have a riding horse.
I've already have one.
You already
Yes,
have
yes, yes,
one.
yes, yes. I'm sorry. I corrected myself. Give me a minute.
His
Okay.
could be Edgar Allan Pony.
Call him Edgar for short.
Mr. Ed, really?
Edgar.
Yeah.
Famous Mr. Ed.
Okay.
See, I know that show. That's an old person show.
Did you just call us old?
Yeah.
No, she called the show an old person show. Did you watch the show?
Yes.
Yes.
Then you're an old person.
Okay, Grandpa.
Hey, I'm not.
Yeah, that's
I
my
admit that I'm
grandpa.
old.
That's my grandpa.
He takes no offense to that, so.
It's true.
I'm an old fart. I know it.
Okay, so.
He's
I
out
should
and
go
he's
to
proud.
Windows. Riding saddles. So do you want a saddle as well, Nancy?
No.
You're gonna ride bareback?
Yep, I know how to do it actually in real life too.
Oh my.
Okay. Alright.
Not that hard.
You really?
Shut up, pervert.
Alright, an animal
Ew.
pulling a carriage, cart, chariot, sled, or wagon can move up to 5 times its base carrying capacity, including the weight of the vehicle. Alright, so, if multiple animals pull the same vehicle, they can add their carrying capacity together. We have a riding horse. Oh boy. What's math? Riding horse! Yay! 480 pounds. Times 5. Minus.
600.
You're looking at 1800.
Yep. That should fit everybody.
Oh no, this is my money, and everyone else went and bought other little ponies, and no one chipped in, so I now have my own wagon.
Do you have a carriage or do you have a wagon? Because I could totally picture Iskana like hiding from the sun in her beautiful covered wagon with like pillows.
I did say wagon.
You did.
I did. Or sorry, carriage. I did say
Yeah,
carriage.
You did. Make sure you deduct the money.
I did.
So,
I'm down. I'm down from.
175.
I'm down from 308 down to 119 because I also got a riding saddle
Okay.
and 20 days worth of feed.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I probably should have.
I also got bit. I also got bit and bridle as well.
Yeah, that you'll need. All right. So, who are we missing? Oh shit. Bjorn. I'm gonna make a note to ask what he wants to do. Because I figure he actually might have gone with Iskana, but
Since he is the big puppy that has to follow her.
Has Tina?
Yeah.
I don't know if like Bjorn is going to be a part of this game if he hasn't shown up for the past 2 games, and I literally haven't heard.
I heard
Live?
from him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said he's got tests and papers due this weekend and early next week. So that'll clear him up for August. And I told him it's fine because we're going to record the sessions and there's nothing like impending doom where everybody has to be here. So we're good. Last time, I think he said he fell asleep. So we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I've heard from him. We're good to go. Okay, so Pony Stark, Madam Megadeth, and Edgar Allan Pony.
Oh my god.
And
And-
I have a horse.
Yeah, what's your names?
Her name is Carrie.
As in the freaking movie?
No, just
As in horses
Carry. Carrie. Her name is Carrie.
Oh
She
God.
carries you.
Which color?
Black.
Mine's black.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not like we have a whole lot of color options here. My gosh.
Pink. I want pink.
I mean, I want purple, but you don't see me complaining.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I can actually put all this in my inventory.
Yep.
Carriage. I'm now carrying a carriage.
Not quite.
Lord have mercy.
What is
Let
the...
me make sure everybody's got permissions. Configure. So Carrie is Iskana.
Are you actually making actors for it?
Yes.
Okay, I will add stuff to the...
I know it's not necessary, but yeah, no.
I will add stuff to that the inventory of the horse,
Yeah.
not my inventory, because, you know.
Yeah, if it's saying you're carrying 1,800 pounds, we might have a problem.
I am a mighty dragon born.
That is true. Okay. Permissions already there. Configure permissions and
I have one stupid horse.
alright.
I have an intelligence of 2.
That's a horse, honey.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Alright. So it takes a few takes about an hour for everybody to get settled, for Koa and Shock to get their horse and wagon, or Koa, Shock, and Joden to get their horse and wagon from the stables, and then for Iskana and Taryn to get their own horse and carriage. And you all kind of meet at the entrance, and I'm going to pull us all back into the city map again. Flying. Maybe it's loading. It's loading. There he goes. Okay. So, you all, I'm going to drag you all together here.
All together now.
Whee! Okay.
So wait, so
Yeah.
you're a pony that is riding on a pony.
She's not a
In your
pony.
carriage. It looks like a pony. So
I am working on character art, but I'm having problems. Okay.
I
little
like my
lizard.
character. I like my character's artwork.
Can she be a pony?
She's not a pony.
You all meet
Fucking
at the
Milo.
entrance of where the guards are, where Joden, Koa, and Shock came into Azul, and where caravans typically heading north pass through to leave, to make sure, you know, they get inspected here, make sure they're not bringing any bad goods or anything like that. So, what in the heck? Oh, that was
What in
probably
the
from
hay?
me.
I think you mean. Hay is for horses.
That's true. So you all
But
are you heading out this day? I'll say it's kind of early afternoon right now.
this day,
We
indeed.
might as well go ahead and get started.
All right.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, of course it rolled.
Is anybody here good at animal handling?
I guess we'll find out.
Because I do happen to have a snake on me. And horses do not like
Well, it's
snakes.
a good thing we're gonna say you're in the carriage.
in the carriage.
And I don't know, Bjorn might have proficiency. Yeah, Bjorn has proficiency in land vehicles. So Bjorn is driving while Iskana is in the shade of her carriage with a fan and sitting on her pillows. I'm sorry, I've got this whole like Arabian Nights vibe in the tent, and yeah. Sorry, it's just funny.
Oh, that's so great.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, I have
mean,
proficiency in land vehicles.
that's not it. Why? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find something. This is the bad thing about having it through Foundry. Do I not have my
You
tables set
do
up?
you.
I do you?
The
No.
pretty crystal dragon is hiding from the sun.
My room is dark. I need to put the light on.
I mean, why not?
I'm sitting.
Because vertigo.
Huh, what now?
But sunlight. She doesn't need to be in the sun. She doesn't want to get burned.
No.
Oh.
Alright, so let me find my tables, and then So you all head through the military area. Joden is easily recognized. Are you leading the way?
I think it'd be easier if I lead the way and let everybody else. Let them see who's leading the way out of the.
We're
out
leading
of
the
town.
pack, obviously.
Yeah.
Me and Shock.
Right.
Yeah.
So
We know the way. We're the ones who probably
Yeah,
travel the
this
most
is
out of the
way.
group.
Sorry, we're gonna get
I don't
copyrighted.
know about that, but
Here we go. That is what I was looking for. Alright. So you walk through, and while you get kind of the odd glance, because they know where you just came from, you're not stopped making your way out of the city. You- I'm always expecting it. You kind of get to the gate, and a guard that you recognize, Joden, you're headed out already, so soon.
yeah, I'm on a little bit of a pilgrimage.
Yeah, we're closing for trade out, so where are you headed?
Up your butt and around the corner.
Ooh, that's where the fudge is made.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man, that's just wrong, dude.
What are you talking about?
And
That's
you
like
want
a
me to stream instead of record.
the gold.
I mean, I could have named my horse Two in the Pink.
Oh,
No,
You guys.
Shock would not approve.
Really? Really?
this is going
Or one in the
downhill
stink.
quickly.
Alright, we're leaving. They kind of look at
As-
Joden like, we trust you, we know you, but no, you won't be able to come back. At least for the foreseeable future. We don't know when
Not for a little while, we know.
Okay, well, be safe. And,
We will do our best.
as will we. And they, you watch as he nods at, two guys at the top of the wall, and you just hear the of the door, the gate being raised in front of you. You're watching as the guys are like, each are rotating this, crank, as the gate is rising in front of you. And once it's high enough, you proceed forward.
We are our own procession proceeded.
Right?
Full circle.
Your perceptive proceeding procession. I'm gonna totally mess my. Okay, someone roll me 3d20, please.
3d20?
Yes.
I got it.
Okay.
Tell me what you get.
I put it in. Oh, I think I did 4. Or somebody else.
Okay, we
rolled.
got two different. No, not 1d20 plus 3. 3d20. There we go.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
how to do it. Well, that's 2 rolls. Somebody else roll another one.
That's alright. I got him.
I thought that
Yeah, I
would
did
change the number.
3d20. Wait, I
So
rolled
it's
a...
almost like it's the
Damn.
perfect day for traveling. It is comfortable weather. It's not overly hot for the season. You're kind of in the... I'd say the fall months. Yeah, what we would equate our time to the fall months. So it's not cold, it's not rainy, it's not windy, it's just kind of very quiet.
Nice.
the sun's not beating down on you or anything, you all are able to make really good time. Let's see. How... You guys should all be able to go to the Talodain map whenever you want to. How long do you travel before resting?
I wasn't resting?
Ain't no rest for the
Smart
wicked.
ass.
Rested.
What was that?
No rest. Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Money don't grow on trees. We got places to be. We got mouths.
Mouse.
I say we ride till
bills to
about
pay.
an
Yeah,
hour
yeah.
before
great.
sunset. We can set up camp somewhere.
Agreed.
See, the cool part about having a wagon is we can also store your guys' tents in the corner of it away from my pillows. We can store, your guys' extra
pillows.
rations, water, actual barrels of water if we needed them for any reason. Like, we got this covered wagon thing going, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's good for storage.
All right. So you can travel. I always have to actually look this up, what the traveling per day is. No recuerdo. I never remember. Alright. Unless someone else remembers.
Remembers what?
Negative Ghost Rider pattern is full.
Top Gun.
Alright, hold on. Okay.
Travel pace. Let's see. Normal is 24 miles a day
Okay.
over normal terrain.
Okay. So the first day you make like a ridiculous good time. You are Joden would recognize as pretty much past the halfway point. You make it through rather quickly, rather comfortably, but night does come. Thank you. And do you stop for rest? I know Iskana's been resting the whole time, but the others and the horses have not. So.
Yeah, ours needs
She'll
to
she'll have been awake the whole time, but she will take first watch.
Okay.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Shall we do it in twos again?
And then we'll go last.
So we'll do 4 watches again. Yeah, Iskana taking the first watch as everybody's kind of hunkering down. So it was Iskana, Joden, Terran, and then Koa and...
Shock.
Was that the right order?
Yes.
Well, Scott and Bjorn.
Well, he's been driving all day.
So he needs
Yeah.
to rest.
Yes.
He hasn't
You're
been
like,
sitting
yeah,
all
but it's me.
And we know how good I do. Yay. Anyway, all right.
We could say that he stays up with you because I don't know what else he would have done.
He probably would have stayed up and then slept during the rest of the shifts. Like,
Alright, so everybody roll me perception, please.
Initiative!
Perception, please. We'll get to the killing, I promise. Don't worry.
Can we hurry up? No. Oh, whose dice got in my way?
17.
What the hell?
No, if it bounces your dice, it won't.
I know.
It doesn't
Ooh,
actually affect. Wow, guys, really?
Gwaha. Gwahaha.
Okay,
Gwahaha.
so
What'd Bjorn roll?
I did not roll for him yet. Give me a second.
Mine's 18. Mine is 18. Math.
Okay.
Dang, Joden.
I pay attention.
Bjornson.
Y'all done.
It makes sense since he's more familiar with these lands. So,
True.
Iskana and Bjorn. Iskana, well, I don't know. I think Bjorn is rather tired from the day. Not enough to completely ignore surroundings. It almost seems like he's hyper aware. Every rustle, every creak that he hears, he's immediately kind of on guard and paying attention, weapon at the ready. You are not very perceptive at all. What is on Iskana's mind?
It's a beautiful night. New lands. Listening to people snoring. It's kind of cute. She has no idea that she snores. No one's informed her yet. I mean, she's just kind of honestly not expecting anything. She's not well traveled, so she made it all the way over from there, but she's not necessarily well traveled. So she's just kind of not paying attention to all the wildlife and more thinking about what we're doing and where we're going and all the other good stuff. Mainly library thoughts as well.
Roll me an Arcana check. Please. Yeah, you're just kind of enjoying the sights, enjoying definitely a part of the plane that you've never been to. And quite possibly never thought to have the chance to visit. You, up until your mentor had the discussion with you, you had no reason to come to this continent. And then even when you did have the discussion, it was to Shadowside, not to Magia.
And it's the first time I've seen mountains.
That's true.
Because we came from Evan and probably traveled east, we probably skirted away from the mountains. So this is the first time I've seen mountains. So
I think you could see them because there are quite a few and they are rather large. So you could have seen them while you were traveling to your left. Do you know what I mean? Going from Evan to Azul. But going from Azul to Deseren definitely puts you in a much closer view of the mountains.
I'm not going to lie, the first time I ever saw mountains, I was in absolute awe.
Yeah. You, being a Dragonborn, you know you're unique. You know you're, well, especially the type of Dragonborn you are. You know you're unique. You know you tend to be taller than those around you, stronger in some ways. But looking at the mountains, you realize how small you really are on this plane.
Makes her curl up her tail around herself a bit and just kind of sit there and look in awe.
Almost grounds you a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Shock and awe.
Haha, not yet.
Not yet.
No, he's right there. He's laying down.
Joden, you so when your watch is over, nothing really happens that you can notice.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I meant Iskana and Bjorn at the end of their shift. It was kind of like, okay, mountains, wow, new land, wow. Okay, I'm tired. And you wake up Joden with a 21. You are quite attentive. You know these lands. You've traveled these lands multiple times on the caravans. This specific route, you know. It might be why you took the second shift. This is about the time of the night when the rats come out, if you will. This is the time where those that like to make trouble or catch those merchants unaware would come out and kind of cause trouble. But you don't clock anything. It's quiet. Too quiet but it's quiet. All you hear are the rustling of the odd tree. There are few and far between here on this route. You hear insects. You hear a snake here and there. But nothing like you're used to. Usually around this time, around this point, your swords are drawn and you're fighting off bandits. But it's quiet.
Okay.
Let's see. And then you hand off to Taryn. How is Taryn feeling?
She's not happy that she's going back into the land of magic, which is where she's from.
Mm-hmm.
And because of how she was treated, because she is a non-magic elf, she's just dreading every step that they take closer and closer into magic.
You feel... You're high elf, so a high elf without magic is very rare indeed. You do have a little spark, though, that you discovered after being sent away.
That's funny, because my cantrip is actually fire.
And kind of as you make your way from Oslo to Discern, the further north you get almost like a buzz. Not like a beer buzz, but like almost like static electricity. Like you feel the energy. You feel the increase. You feel magic. And it's been so long since you've been near it like this. It's almost not really overwhelming, but kind of unwanted. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're not at your sharpest. You're uncomfortable. You're heading, and you're not that far from Senelian, which is where you came from. Correct? Or did you come from
I came from...
Did you come from the Elf City, or did you come from the capital city of Draconis?
No, I came from Draconis.
Okay. Yeah. Which is still not far from there
I
either.
forgot about that.
But again, it's rather quiet. You've got that buzz on your skin it's very distracting. You're not used to it. And you kind of yeah, it's a quiet watch, other than kind of rubbing your arms every now and then, kind of getting that feeling off your skin. Shock and Koa. Your watch is rather quiet as well. You again, I don't know if you guys have taken this route before, but having traveled between cities, you've had your share of bandits, you've had your share of bounty hunting, and to be between cities, no man's land or not, for it to be this quiet, it's unnerving. I would say, Koa, with that 18, you're on edge almost. Like, why hasn't anything happened? Any of the nights we've taken rest, it is way too quiet. But the night goes on, and nothing happens. The same as Jodin.
The thunder rolls.
You hear the leaves and the insects and the animals moving around, but beyond that, it's quieter than you are comfortable with. And then dawn breaks. And you all...
Does anyone hear it?
That's only your game. And
Oh, okay.
you start to wake the others for the day. Well, do you let Ascana sleep in, or do you wake her up?
No, wake her
we got
up.
places to be.
Okay. Alright, someone roll me 3d20.
I got it.
I did it wrong the last time.
Apparently. You wake up and the weather it's pretty temperate. It's not overly hot, it's not freezing cold. It's just kind of normal, comfortable, I guess. As you begin your travels, though, the wind does start to pick up. It's not overly strong, like a storm or even making it hard to walk or anything, but it is a breeze, and it is something that is recognizable that maybe there is something on the way. About halfway through your journey, it starts to rain a little bit. Very light sprinkle of rain, but with your riding and moving, I mean, you're not at walking pace, you are moving a little faster than that. It doesn't take long before you are wet, soaking wet.
Except for the dragon. Yes.
I mean, she spent the money. She did offer.
Plus didn't have the money.
I mean, did you ask?
Yes.
I'm asking, Taryn.
Oh no.
I don't
She
think
wouldn't drive
Taryn
her
would
stuff
skip.
anymore.
I don't think Taryn would share a carriage with Ascana.
No.
I'm guessing not, but
So, do you travel the full time on the second day?
why not?
It's just a
I'm
little
asking.
rain.
With the rain and the weather and with the light breeze and it being fall, you do get a bit of chill. You do get chilled a little bit. It's like I said, it's not necessarily cold, but you are looking at the fall weather.
I would say with Koa being on edge as she was that night, she
Mhm.
probably want to get to town as quick as fucking possible.
Okay. Yeah, the previous day you were able to make it more than halfway, so I'd say
Unless something threatens our safety.
I'd say that by nightfall, like as the sun is dropping below the horizon, Joden would recognize you all are about 3 miles out from the town. And there's no bonfire, Joden.
Well, that's weird.
No bonfire this time. So, do you continue on for the last 3 miles?
I can create
Not at will.
bonfires.
No, it was something in his session 0.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you travel the last 3 miles and you get to the gates and you're halted by the guards. Halt! Who goes there?
Yeah.
Is Joden at the front again?
Yeah.
Well, they might know me, so yeah, I'll be up front.
Oh, they definitely know you. Joden, why? Kind of looks at his comrades. Why are you back? There's no trades
Investigating.
Investigating. What is there to investigate? We gave you the papers, and I'm sure you've delivered from what Captain Rashev said. The house is burned
Yes.
down. What are you looking for?
It's better if I don't say.
You get raised eyebrows at that. Really?
I know how it sounds.
Well, we know you for many years now. And your friends, you vouch for them?
I do.
Very well. You know the drill. Not much room at the inn, so come on in. And they kind of split ways, and you all are able to enter.
Poke my head out of the cart and just look around. Like, ooh.
I'm gonna get a map up here.
Muted that whole.
I forgot. You muted yourself.
I know. Well, yeah, I know.
What'd you do that for?
Because I was talking to Tina. I didn't want to confuse you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It does get confusing. It's like, what did I do now?
No, she's acting morose.
Aww.
I know. Puppy, what's wrong? You ready for bed?
We're about done here.
You get to wait.
So you guys enter, and it's night. You see the odd lantern here and there open in, or lit in the streets. If you enter the inn and tavern, it is one building. There is literally like 5 beds available. They typically don't have many people stay over. They have their share of merchants, but they typically have their own kind of caravans and carriages. So you all will need to camp. There are areas within the town center. This city is not walled. It's more of a small town. But there are areas within kind of this circle of what you would recognize as being the town that you can set up camp.
Is there a graveyard?
Yes, there is.
We will go set up by the graveyard.
Okay.
Because of course we will.
No,
Why not?
I'm saying me and Shock. That's us.
Oh,
we always
okay.
do
I
that.
was like, of course we will.
Might as well.
When I say we, I mean me and Shock. That's just what.
All right. Well, what is the order of the watch for the night?
I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Who's second?
I'll go second.
Okay.
I'll be last.
I'll go third then.
Okay.
My magic wand.
All right. And we will go ahead and end it there. We're going on about 3 hours, and it's almost 10 o'clock here, so
We were about to fight something, weren't we?
this is where the original fight happened, so not necessarily. It's just a good time to cut off, being it's 3 hours in. I know Thomas wants to get to bed by 10.
Grandpa!
What? I gotta get up early in the morning and go to work.
Yeah, he gets
Me too!
Yeah.
I don't.
Bite me.
Ask
Okay,
Austin what I
later.
leave for work.
Okay,
Get
cool.
up.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there. Next Sunday, same time.
Same bat time, same
I
bat
was just
channel.
gonna say that.
Yeah,
Goddamn, get out of my head.
I'll let you guys know as we get closer. Next Sunday's my birthday, so I'm usually
happy
Oh,
good.
Merry
birthday.
birthday!
Thank you. I'm trying. I have a vacation planned for me and the kids to go camping at the Swanee on the first weekend of August. But I'm going to call next Thursday to see if anyone cancels for my birthday weekend. So, but I will let everyone know as soon as I can on Thursday.
Okay, cool,
And
dude.
you know what? If you can't make it, this is another reason why I like recording the sessions. Is for those that can't make it, you can watch the video back, or it's easier for us to get information. And we're still very much in the beginning stages of exploration and discovery. So, you know, if there's ever a game where I'm like, oh, something big's gonna happen, or something big might happen, then I won't have the game. You know, I want to make sure that we have as many players there as possible. So, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Just give me a heads up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys?
All right.
All right.
Edgar Allan.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye,
All right.
guys!
Night!
Night.